Recently, I've been trying to collect every single one of the original Disney Funko Pops. And so far, I'm up to 7 out of the first 12. And I gotta say, we're looking pretty good so far, but we've still got a couple gaps we have to fill in. And so I thought of a place that could probably help us out a little bit. And just like that, everybody, we made it to Toronto Comic-Con. And because they have such a wide selection of figures, there's probably gonna be something that we need for the original 12 Disney ones, so let's go inside. Now, the first booth that I came into is the mypops.ca one, where they do have a lot of Disney figures. So some of those original ones could be possible. And well, would you look at this, guys? We've got a bunch of Disney ones. Aha, with number 10, Tinkerbell, but sadly, I do already have this one. And then I also noticed over here the gold diamond Mickey Mouse, which is technically number 1, but we're only going for the original one, so I don't need to get this. And then digging around a little bit more, I'm seeing a lot of cool Disney figures, but nothing else from Series 1. Hey, it was worth a check. Oh, and you know what? Something I noticed way up at the top, there's King Louie from, I believe, Series 2 or 3 for $80. Not a bad deal. And now, hold on, before we leave the mypops.ca booth, I wanted to check out the back here where they've got a lot more expensive figures. And I'm noticing the Hulk over here, which is one that I've been kind of debating on collecting the entire set for, but we've got to finish the Disney ones first. And now I'm noticing over here, check this out, guys, Jack Sparrow, number 48. It's one of the original ones, but it's not part of the first 12, so we can't get it today, but hey, still good to see. Now, sadly, I couldn't find anything at the MyPops booth, but I ran into another one here. Sorry about that. But I ran into another booth here that has a lot of Pops, and I'm sure there's gonna be something good. And actually, the first thing I ran into here at the booth is Stitch, the original one. Now, the problem is I do have this one as well. It is so hard to find the ones I need. And now I probably should be checking the cabinet because some of the figures that I need are the more expensive ones like Mike Wazowski as well as Sully. They can rack a pretty penny. All right, so I found another booth full of Funko Pops, but the problem is I'm not really seeing anything too old here, but it's always good to check just in case. Actually, guys, I did end up finding some Disney ones, and they've got Jiminy Cricket as well as Sully. It's just these are the new ones, and of course, we're looking for the older versions. Now, I've come across a booth with a lot of figures. This one here is actually called The Labyrinth, and I'm guessing we're probably gonna find some Disney ones we need. Or at least some from that original 12, so let's take a look. And just like that, everybody, I found their Disney figures, and the question is, do they have any of those original ones? Actually, Ryan, thank you for pointing this out. They have Maleficent. It's just, you know what's too bad about this one? I already have it. With Rye by my side, this might be the help I need to find some of these figures. 4 eyes are definitely better than 2, especially with the amount of Funko Pops we need to look through at Comic-Con. Oh, and Beast. He's 22. We're going for the first 12. This guy. And now actually in the first 12, we've got number 10 here, which is Tinkerbell. And it's too bad because these here, where'd they go? The Maleficent, actually Tinkerbell down there again, are the only ones that I find pretty much everywhere. And now this aisle does keep going, and I'm sure there's gonna be more Disney ones as we walk, like the brand new Bruno, but we don't talk about him. Oh, and now you know what? Usually they have the original Stitch one here, but it looks like he's sold out, which is too bad because I thought it would have been fun to show off another one from those 12, even though we do already have it in the collection. Also, this isn't the original Stitch one. I just figured I would pick it up because it is another Stitch. You know what I mean. Oh, and you know what? I totally miss these, but up at the top they've got like Mary Poppins, which is really cool, as well as Cogsworth to the left, and then I also saw Princess Ada, and then to the right, if you guys can see it, it is Carl Fredricksen way over there. It's a little bit hard to see, so that's what he looks like there. Oh, now hold on, I'm going back here and I totally missed these ones as well, like Cinderella number 41 as well as Ariel number 27. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I missed those. Now hold on, Ryan, you said you found something? Oh, you're not talking because, I'm sorry. Anyways, he found, guys, it's one that's actually part of Wave 1 here. It is the original Mickey Mouse, as well as Minnie Mouse next to that. All right, I apologize. Yeah, okay. I have been searching low and high with very little success, and my quest to complete the first 12 Disney Pops is starting off a little slower than expected, but I can't stop now. We have to continue. Okay, so this is pretty exciting. We came over to the booth that's like called 5 Pops, get the 6th one free. I'm not exactly sure the name, but whatever it is, they have a lot of figures, and while I was in here, I actually ran into one of the original Disney ones that I need for my collection. If you guys want to take a look, this is the Snow White a little bit closer up. It was $107, like $108. Not too bad, but I mean, it's literally the only one that we could find, so I had to get it. And so now looking on the back, these are all of the ones that I'm missing. And also, Disney figures aside, they have a bunch of figures that you can choose from. Like, the walls just keep going. I'm to do another booth with Disney figures, and it seems like it's a lot of newer stuff. I actually think the oldest one here would maybe be like Edna Jack, something like that. Oh, Iago too?
No.
Maybe.
It's that one.
Edna Jack? Or Doug?
Actually.
I don't... You can't just name all of them. Oh, now here's something that's interesting. They have some out-of-box figures, which, I don't know, I guess you could count them. Oh, yeah, that's from...
Not WWE. Don't say WWE.
No. Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But they do have some in here. Disney, I don't know, but hey, it's worth a check.
Sir.
I don't think they have Disney Pops in this galaxy. Alrighty, so we are back for another day because you never know, booths could put new figures out, it's possible. And even if I don't find any from series 1 that I need, I could get some from some later series. And now the first booth that I want to check out is mypops.ca again because they had a figure that was kind of pricey, but I'm thinking of getting it for my set. Take a look at this, guys. It is the Sorcerer Mickey. It's a figure that I've been wanting in my collection for years. And I do understand that this is series 4 and I'm really working on finishing off this set, but it's still a really fun one to have in the collection. For anyone who doesn't know, Disney has 4 other series just like the one that we're attempting to complete today. And I'm going to want to finish them eventually, so why not get ahead while we can? Now everybody, I was doing some walking around and I ran into something pretty interesting over here. Check out this t-shirt. It's got my face on it. And if you'll notice, it says subscribe to Top Pops to get 1 million subscribers. I think you guys should probably do it.
Subscribe!
Yeah! Now I came back over to the really long booth with Disney figures and I found one that I might want to go for today. It is way up at the top here and I know we showed it earlier, but it's the Mary Poppins for only $60 and I do not have that one. Okay, I got her down and if you guys want to take a look, it is pretty nice. And then on the back side here, I'm honestly pretty close to finishing this one. Also, I know these aren't part of the Disney set, but I found these ones over here. They've got some of the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We're not going to be getting them because of course we're going for Disney, but I mean, come on, that Cosmo is pretty tempting. Alrighty, so we are now back from Toronto Comic-Con and I feel like I did okay while we were there. I definitely didn't get as many of the first 12 as I thought I was going to get, but I did get something that I didn't tell you guys about. I actually have a lead on 2 more of the figures that I need for this set, which is going to be Sully as well as Woody. While I was over at the mypops.ca booth, they actually let me know that they had some, but they weren't at the con, so they're going to be looking for them for me. And now before we put the new figure into the first 12, let's talk about the other 2 that I got, which are going to help us out later on when we do want to complete these collections. Like the first one that I'm holding here, which is Mary Poppins, and I know that she is from series 5, but now looking on the back, I have a decent amount of these. And you can see there's another 12 that we're going to have to work on in the future, which we don't have to worry about too much yet. And so far for this one, I've got Dumbo, Mary Poppins, King Louie, Merida, Carl, and Russell, which is a pretty good amount for hardly even trying. And so when it gets down to it, it's probably going to be a pretty interesting set to complete. And then the other figure that I got today, which is the biggest one that I purchased for sure, it is the Sorcerer Mickey. This one was one that I also got over at the mypops.ca booth. They had it for a decent price. Actually, I think the cheapest at the convention. And this one here is actually part of series 4. And taking a look on the back here, I now have Sorcerer Mickey, Cinderella, Wally, and Jack Sparrow. So not as many, and I know a lot of these guys are pretty expensive. And I believe out of these ones here, the Mayor, Goofy, and Chernabog are the most expensive. They're gonna be annoying when we get here. And so anyways, now that we've gone through those, let's add the newest one to the original 12, which is going to be, Snow White. And now I've got to say, I am so glad that I was able to find this one, because honestly, I didn't think we were gonna be doing that well today. But when it comes to Comic-Con, you've got to keep looking because there is Pops everywhere there. So seriously, I am surprised that this is the only one that I got, and it was $110, which I honestly think isn't that bad for this figure. And just like that, everybody, Snow White is with the rest of the collection. And I gotta say, I am really excited that we have those 2 leads on both Woody as well as Sully. They are going to look amazing both at the top here. But now we can't count them yet because I don't have them in person. So the 4 figures that I'm missing are Woody, Sully, Mike Wazowski, and Pinocchio. And it seems like out of all of them, Pinocchio is probably going to be the hardest. He just doesn't seem to be out there very much. And just like that, everybody, we are a little bit closer to finishing off series 1 of the Disney Funko Pops. And anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you tomorrow!